This is the round one. Wonderful.
Still about how to regularize your status. Thank you. My name has not changed. My name hasn't changed. I'm a professional person, and that's how it remains. It hasn't changed from what you know to be in society and in the community. I want to start welcoming you on board one by one. I want to appreciate you. I want you to know that you are important in this program. I want you to know that you are not just here by accident. So I want to appreciate you.
Everybody sing.
Sorry, because the program is coming through YouTube, so that's why it's been interrupted. You know, the music Thank you. I just want to appreciate everyone that that is coming on to this program one by one. We're talking about what to do and how to go about it. My name hasn't changed. I'm a legal practitioner in the United Kingdom. I'm a solicitor and an immigration advisor as well. Things has not changed from what you do as a solicitor. Thank you. Thank you. I want to appreciate you all. I want to recognize you. I want to thank you. Without you, it would not be possible to be here. But you made it possible because of the glory of God that is inside every one of us. I had some feedback from my clients and my fans on here, on Facebook, on social media. I want to appreciate you all. I want to thank you. I want to let you know that my heart is always with you, even if I'm not online. But as a lawyer, there will be times that there will be no time to come online at all. But there will be time that there will be time to come on. So I can only have time to come when there is time. It's last week that I've been online last, that we have heard from each other. So I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you. You're wonderful. I'm just being interrupted by the so-called line that I'm taking the music from. But I just love that woman's music. So I just want you to share what I'm sharing.
Ọ̀rọ̀ fẹ́nu owó dé aṣọ́lá, ó fẹ́nu owó dé aṣọ́gbó, ọba lánà ọba lónìí, ọba títí láéláéláéláéláéláéláéláé. Dídá ní agbára Jésù, dídá ní agbára títí láéláé, dídá ní agbára Jésù, dídá ní agbára títí láéláé, dídá ní agbára Jehovah.
Happy New Month to you all. Happy New Month to you all. Today is 1st of July. I want to thank you and appreciate you. I just love Christian music. Thank you for coming on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There's always serious talk when you see me online with immigration matters. If you ask me for assistance on how to move, how the move can be possible, you need to do that quickly before we exit the block. Once we exit the block, you will not be able to move smoothly like an European national moving on a free movement any longer. So you really need to be serious with the question you want to ask me and how you can put your questions through to me. Inbox me privately and let me see if you're serious about your question. There are thousands of questions online, so it's difficult for me to deal with all of them. You can inbox me your question privately and see if I will have time to see it. Because I answer questions at the same time, but there are too many. But because you are overseas, you know, you can ask me and then I'll be able to explain to you. And I'm sure I've explained to people in your situation that are still in Italy, Spain, Holland, elsewhere. who want to migrate to United Kingdom on the free movement. Are you a man or a woman? If you're a man, use your normal picture on my proof on my wall to know who you are. You know, your name is Alfred. So are you a man or a woman? It doesn't matter to me anyway, whether you're a man or a woman, but you can inbox me. But I think you should come for consultation. Okay, my dear. Okay, all right. Okay. There is no yellow club, so you should know that. There's only blue or red club. Blue or red. There's no yellow club. Yellow stand out. My telephone number in the office is 0208. Yeah, 0208, and it's 309 8808. 0208 309 8808. That is my telephone number in the office if you want to see me. It's on 0208. Yeah, 0208 309 8808. So if you want to see me, you will be able to see me on 0208-309-8808. So you have to book appointment to come and see me if you want to see me. I want to appreciate you all for coming on one by one. I want to let you know that without you, it wouldn't be possible to do this alone. When anything you do in life, you need people back up and support. And those of you coming on forum here, you are very important to me, you know, because you make work easier. You make everything life, in fact, you make life better when I'm online, you know. Yeah. So it's on 0208-309-8808. That is the number to reach me on whenever you want to see me, you know. 0208-309-8808. You know, that's the number you will reach me on. I want to talk about the issue of EU rights and what will happen to them when we are out of the bloc. I want to talk about the European national rights living in the United Kingdom. And at the same time, I want to discuss what will happen to them when we exit the bloc. We will be exiting the bloc March 2019, 29th of March. Will be existing. If you book appointment, I'll let you know. When you call my secretary on Monday, then you'll be able to know whether I will be available on Saturday. Saturday is very tight for me. It's the only day I try to squeeze to see if I can have a bit of rest, you know. But at the same time, I have media work that I do, so I still have to be on the media, you know. I just came off from media now before coming on Facebook at the same time, because I know that a lot of people want to ask questions. So that's why I came on Facebook now to come and deal with this matter, you know. Thank you very much. Thank you for the acknowledgement. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for the acknowledgement here. Before moving on smoothly into today's discussion and chat, I want to appreciate God. Because through God, everything is possible. Nothing is impossible if you are in God and God is in you. I want to appreciate God. That is why the Yoruba proverb says, Ọpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run tó dá gbogbo wa. Ọpẹ́ fún Alárò àbí, ọpẹ́ fún Ọba mímọ́, ọpẹ́ fún ẹni tó ṣẹ̀dá èmi àti ìwọ. Ọpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run tí ò yípo padà. Ọpẹ́ fún arúgbó ọjọ́ àdàbà má pààrọ̀ òye. Ọpẹ́ fún gbanigbani àṣà àtàǹsátì. Ọpẹ́ fún ẹlẹ́bùrú ìkẹ́. Arúgbó ọjọ́, ọkọ opó baba aláìní baba ọmọ òrukàn. Ọpẹ́ fún Elédùà ọba mímọ́. Ọpẹ́ fún yín ọba tó táyé rọ bí agogo. Ọpẹ́ fún bàbá mi àti Ọlọ́run mi Elédùmarè ọba àánú. Ọpẹ́ fún ẹni tó dá èmi pẹ̀lú ìwọ. Ọba tó ní ilẹ̀ tó ní òkè. Ọba tó ní mímí ọjọ́ àti bọ̀ oòrùn òṣùpá. Ọba tí ohun gbogbo kì í ṣe lẹ́yìn rẹ̀ tó yẹ pé níwájú rẹ̀ ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ọba tó mọ ayé ẹ̀dá, ọba tó mọ ìrìn àjò ẹ̀dá, ọba tó ń tọ́ ìṣísẹ̀ ẹ̀dá. Alárò àbí mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín torí pé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ tèmi. Mo dúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run tó ní ọgbọ́n àti òye. Mo dúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run ìjìnlẹ̀, ọba tó mú mi débi tí mo dé, ọba tó mú mi lọ síbi tí mò ń lọ. Ọba tí ò yípo padà, arúgbó ọjọ́ àdàbà má pàròyè. Ọlọ́run ìṣẹ̀dá ayé. Ọba tó ní máa nìṣó máa tọ̀ ẹ́ lẹ́yìn. Ọba tó ní tójú bá ti gbogbo ènìyàn, ojú ò gbọdọ̀ tì ọ́. Ọlọ́run ìṣẹ̀dá, ọba àwọn ọba ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyàtì. Ọlọ́run tó ń jẹ́ ìmí ni má ṣe bẹ̀rù, arúgbó ọjọ́ àdàbà má pàròyè. Ó ní kí gbogbo eku kó máa wólẹ̀ níwájú rẹ̀. Ó ní àyà yóò pa àwọn àlejò ní wọn ó fi ẹ̀rù àti ojo jáde níbi kọ́lọ́fín. Ọlọ́run ìṣẹ̀dá, Ọlọ́run àwọn ọmọ ogun, ọba àwọn ọba ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyàtì. Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run tó ń ṣẹ̀dá ènìyàn, ìborí ayé àti ọ̀run, alágbádá ní aláwọ̀ tẹ̀lẹ̀ oòrùn, àrí ìró àlá, ọlọ́wọ́ gbọgbọrọ tí yọmọ nínú ọ̀fìn ayé. Ìwọ ni olùṣọ́ àgùntàn mi kì yóò bẹ̀rù ibìkan nítorí pé ó wà pẹ̀lú mi, ọ̀gọ́ rẹ̀ àti ọ̀pá rẹ̀ wọ́n ń tù mí nínú. Ìwọ tẹ́ tábìlì oúnjẹ sílẹ̀ níwájú mi ní ojú àwọn ọ̀tá mi, ó dá òróró sí mi ní orí. Aago mi sì kún àkúwọ́ sílẹ̀, nítorí lótòótọ́ ire àti àánú ni yóò máa tọ̀ mí lẹ́yìn ní ọjọ́ ayé mi gbogbo. Olúwa, má jẹ́ kúrò lọ́nà rẹ̀, má jẹ́ ṣìnà, má jẹ́ ṣi ẹsẹ̀ gbé. Má jẹ́ ń ṣi ìwà wù, má jẹ́ ń ṣi ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, má jẹ́ ń tẹ aṣọ àgbà mọ́lẹ̀, má jẹ́ ń tojú ilẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀, má jẹ́ ń ṣe ẹni tí ò ní gbẹ́bẹ̀. Má jẹ́ kí n ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, má jẹ́ ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, ọ̀rọ̀ tí màá sọ tí mi ò ní lè tún sọ lójú ọlọ́rọ̀. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ń sọ, ẹlẹ́dàá mi má jẹ́ ń sọ, ẹlẹ́dàá má jẹ́ ń sọ. Má jẹ́ ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, ẹlẹ́dàá má jẹ́ ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, ẹ̀mí mímọ́ má jẹ́ ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ. Ọba tó ní ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́, ọba tó ní ohùn, ọba tó olúgbòhùn òde ọ̀run, kábíyèsí. Má jẹ́ ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, àríró àlá, alágbádá ní aláwọ̀ tẹ̀lẹ̀ oòrùn, ẹ̀mí àwọn wòlíì. Má jẹ́ ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, má jẹ́ ń ṣe ìwà wù lójú ọmọ aráyé, ẹni tí mo ti ń pọ́n lójú ẹ̀ má jẹ́ ń tẹ́ lójú ẹ̀ ẹlẹ́dàá. Aṣọ ẹ̀tẹ́ Ọlọ́run má gbé wọ̀ mí tí gbogbo ojú bá ń ti gbogbo ènìyàn. Ojú ò gbọdọ̀ tì mí, àtọ́bájayé má jà rorò, kábíyèsí ọba tó fi lọ sórí àpáta, ọba tó sọ ẹ̀fúfìlẹ̀ rẹ̀ ró. Ọlọ́run ìṣẹ̀dá ayé abiyamọ lọ́jọ́ ọjà, àrí ìró àlá ni yín kábíyèsí, ọlọ́wọ́ bọbọ tí ń yọmọ nínú ọ̀fìn ayé. Ẹ ṣeun o ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà tó ní ìṣàlù òde ọ̀run. Ẹ ṣeun ẹ̀yin tó ní ayé tó ní ọ̀run. Ẹ ṣeun ẹ̀yin gbogbo ẹ̀yin ẹ̀dá tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi lórí òkè ìpẹ̀. Ẹ ṣeun ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà, mo tẹríba fún yín o. Ẹ má jẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́, ẹ má jẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́, ẹ má jẹ́ ń tẹ ilẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀, ẹ má jẹ́ ń tojú ilẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀, ẹ má jẹ́ kí n tẹ aṣọ àgbà mọ́lẹ̀, má jẹ́ kí n kọlu ọmọ aráyé. Àtọmọdé àtàgbàlagbà nínú ìrìn àjò tá a wà yìí, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ń ṣe ayé, má jẹ́ ń ṣe ẹni tí ò ní gbẹ́bẹ̀, má jẹ́ ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ. Fún mi lọ́gbọ́n àti òye tó fún Solomon tó fi ń darí àwọn ènìyàn rẹ̀. Má jẹ́ kí n ro sápá kan, má jẹ́ ro sẹ́pẹ̀ kan tó máa ba tèmi jẹ́. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí amòfin, má jẹ́ ń já ìwé àti egbò kí n tó mọ̀ ẹ́, má jẹ́ ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, má jẹ́ ń ṣe ilẹ̀ tẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ìṣẹ̀dá ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní pé kí n máa pè é gbogbo gbà ní ojú òní tì mí, àṣẹ ọ̀rọ̀ ni mo béèrè fún lónìí. Ọlọ́run bá mi rìnrìn àjò náà. Ọba àwọn ọba ọ̀run ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyàtì, kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run ìṣẹ̀dá ayé. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń support program yìí. It is not paid for and nobody paid for me to come online. It's just the human being's life that paid for my heart. Ìfẹ́ tí mo ní fún àwọn ènìyàn ni mo ṣe ń ṣe. Mo gbàdúrà lórúkọ Baba tí Ọmọ tí Ẹ̀mí Mímọ́, àtọ́bájayé má jà rorò. Àtèmi àti ìwọ tá jọ ń gbóhùn ara wa, wọn ní fi wá ṣàwátì. Àní ṣìwàwọ̀, àní ṣìlẹ̀tẹ̀. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní dẹ̀jà wa, àní tẹ aṣọ àgbọ̀mọ́lẹ̀, àní ṣìlẹ̀tẹ̀. Àní bá wọn rìn níjọ́ tí ebi ń pọ̀ náà, àní jáde láì padà wọlé. Àní rárìn fẹsẹ̀ sí ẹni títí ẹ ti bàjẹ́ òní bá tiwa jẹ́. Àní fẹnukọ ahọ́n òní kó bá wa, ọ̀rọ̀ òní kó bá wa, àní tẹ ojú ilẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀. Àṣẹ ọ̀rọ̀ lónìí kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Kí n tó máa bá program yìí bọ̀ síwájú sí, I want to appreciate the Manchester people. I want to appreciate you, the correct family. I want to tell you you are wonderful. I want to thank you all the fans over there in Manchester, all those that are trooped out to come and see Tokunbo Olagbaye to appreciate me. I want to say that you are highly appreciated by my forefathers in heaven. I want you to know that the God of Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac never changed. And I want you to know that Allah is with you as a Muslim as well, because you are Muslim. So your Allah never changes, He never leaves you. I want to appreciate you all. I want to thank you. I want to let all of you to know that you are very important. But most importantly, the president of the correct family, the women's leader, and my young man, the treasurer and the secretary, and all those that are taking me from one place to another, from restaurant, from motel, from everywhere, and return me back to the train station. I want to thank you. And most of all, the curator of the program, the person who connected the person, Haba. Life is all about continue to do good, and it will continue to pay. You see, not everything is money. But sometimes money comes from nowhere when it's least expected. But what is crucial is the attitude to things and appreciation to others. So I want to say thank you. I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ organize the program yẹn. Látorí president. Títí dé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbé mi káàkiri, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ drop mi. President ló gbé mi, ló drop mi àti àwọn members gbogbo àti women's leader. Tájọ lọ jẹun ní restaurant. Tajo wa hotel throughout. Tajo Jade, Batofilo dropped me, and during the program and after the program. I want to thank you all. I want to appreciate you, and then the correct members as well. Those who are there at the seminar, those who show sign of appreciation, those who are fighting to take pictures with me. All of you, aṣọ yín ò ní fàya. Tójú bá ti gbogbo èèyàn ojú ò ní tì yín. Mo sọ fún ìṣẹ̀dá ayé yín, aṣọ yín ò ní fàya, aṣọ yín ò ní fàya. Láàrin ẹgbẹ́ àti ọgbà, among your people, you will not last. Today, I connect with your destiny. I pray for you. Anything you lay your hand upon on this soil of United Kingdom will be prosper for all of you. As you are seeking God and you are trusting God on your papers, majority of you that are there, by the authority in heaven, the Lord will make way where there is no way. When people were least expected that you will find a way through, there will be breakthrough. Even if you have papers inside and it's been there for many years before you even know me, by the authority in heaven, someone will go there and touch it and grant your status. There is miracle that we still miracle. Miracle has never gone from wherever we've put it. It is us that our attitude is making us distance ourselves from God. God has never changed. So I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you. I want to say thank you, all of you in Manchester, especially all of you that came to the program. You see, some people were so naive, thinking that we were in mosque. And as a result of that, they think that their pastor will deprive them from coming or that it will affect them in their church. Since you have been going to your pastors, how many times have you got your status regularized? How many times have you got people to come and speak that word into your ears and educate you and enlighten you? So it's not about religion. It's about education. It's about exposure. It's about understanding. And it's about wisdom. So what we need first in everything we do is not to lack wisdom. When we have wisdom, we have everything. You cannot say because of your pastor, you will not come and hear the educative thing that will assist you to have your free movement, to be able to put food on the table. So I was shocked and bemused. Even when my secretary told me that, Madam, I still can't believe that there are still some Nigerians that are naive, because she's not a Nigerian origin. So she said, oh, I still can't believe that. I thought Nigerians were educated and exposed to the Western world, so they are okay. But she was shocked to note that there are still some Nigerians that are so scared of their pastor, and they don't want their pastor to know that they come to mosque. Yes, my sister, people perish for they lack wisdom. Yeah. But unfortunately, it wasn't mosque we went to. And even if it was mosque, what difference does it make? You comply. You cover your head. You take off your shoes. In Celestia, don't you take off your shoes in Cele? Am I not a Mother Celestia in Nigeria? Was I not a Mother Celestia? I'm a Mother Celestia in Nigeria. Isn't it? Don't we take off our shoes before we enter church? Did we not cover our head before we go into church? So of what difference does that bring to your life? So I was really shocked. Even if it was a mosque, of what use, of what difference would it bring to your life to get education, to move on with your life, get your papers done, especially knowing that Tokunbo Lagbaye is the person coming to speak? Why would you say because it's mosque? Unfortunately for everyone that thought it was mosque, all Lagba, They hired a big hall for all denominations, all tribes, everybody to come in there. So it wasn't even mosque. But even if at that, according to this my person, even if at that, even if it was mosque, please tell me what difference does it bring to that of what we do in Celestia, or even in KNS. In KNS, you take off your shoe at the point of entry. You cannot go in without covering your head. What difference does it bring, for God's sake? And even in the Bible, the Lord says that every woman must cover their head when they are going into church. And a man must not tie his head when he's coming to church or put on a hat. I am very much sure it's in 1 Corinthians 10. So, please, we need to be more exposed in education, not in other things that makes us fall and not be able to stand. Even if pastor knows about it, is it pastor that does immigration advisor and giving pastor work? Is it that pastor you want to rely on without going to advisory school, without being a lawyer? Is that the pastor you want to rely on? Pastor that give immigration advice and take money from you and also come on an altar and preach the word of God on Sunday, and it's not a qualified lawyer, it's not an immigration advisor. Is that the pastor you want to rely on? Please, that is not today's English. We will leave that for another topic. I'm not dealing with that today. I want to talk about the ignorance of people living in the diaspora. Why would you say that? Why would you think that you don't want your pastor to know that you come to mosque, to come and take seminars? Even sometimes it might not even be immigration seminar. It could be on health issue. It could be on financial matters. It could be on how to buy properties. It could be on other things, how to behave at home. And the one we did last Saturday, it was not just ordinary immigration. We talk about violence in the home, how women can prevent it, how men can walk away from it. We talk about peace and unity in our society, in our community, what is affecting us, why we don't have it, what we are lacking, and how to correct it. We discuss about how to bring our children up properly in the society so that we can raise our head up as a woman. We talk about how women can respect their husband and how husband can be a man and put food on the table. Then we move smoothly into the issue of immigration seminars. So it's not one thing we go in there to talk about. We elaborate and expand on things and make each other happy. At least without being proud. We were there for 5-6 hours. Taking questions written down, taking questions on face-to-face, taking people's questions that write to me like a letter, and I have to read it out, I have to answer it. So we were there until 7 o'clock, until 7, before I then come out. And one of a good clients bought me food to eat in the car, before the president now take me back to my train station. I have to appreciate you, that beautiful lady that bought me nice chicken. You're wonderful. You're lovely. She even ate part of it. She said, I don't want people to think I want to poison you. You can only poison me with love. You can't poison me for anything because I didn't hurt you. And even if you poison me with love, you are a woman. So what use? So I don't understand how we operate. We are thinking from a very year that we have passed through, over 100 years. People are still thinking that this Muslim is mosque. I don't want to come. Yes. Messages to improve intelligence. You are very right, my brother. And that's how it's supposed to be. We must integrate. That is what is affecting Nigerians in the diaspora. The Asians have integrated. Jamaicans have integrated. Nigeria are still so reluctant after many years. Do you know how many Nigerians are in the diaspora? But they are still reluctant. They are very reluctant in integration. They are failing each other and failing themselves with their ignorance thinking, concentration on one way, one ticket, one traffic, one line, and fail to mingle with each other and fail to integrate. How can you say because it's mosque you will not come? There are many people. It's not one person that said it. Even though we have large crowd, even though some people are still educated and elite, I don't care whether it's mosque, but it wasn't mosque, for God's sake. We were in a hired hall. My people perish for lack of knowledge. The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6 said it, isn't it? Yeah. I know it's so sad. How can people say that? I was shocked. I want to move on from there, but I want to educate people. I want to enlighten people that please, next time, when you are being asked to come for a seminar that you will benefit from or your family will benefit from, that will benefit your life, don't say because of religion differences you are not going to go. It's not going to favor you. It's going to affect your life. It's not good. Don't think like that, please. Nigeria is more exposed. When we were younger in Nigeria, we wine and dine with our Muslim friends at Ileya Ramadan, Eid Kabir, Eid Fitri. In fact, sometimes we even try to pretend as if we are fasting with them, so that in the evening we will go to their house and their dad will say, so Baweni. And then I will say, yes, the Alhaji, I did fast because of my friend. It was a lie. But I just want to eat with them. We've been around for some times, Nigerian as a whole, so we should not be thinking from an ignorance point of view that it was hall, it was mosque. They are not going to come. Please, let us take ourselves away from that ideology. It won't take us far. It's not going to help us. We should stop thinking from that angle. I dine with my Muslim friends, and I'm not going to throw them away, regardless of halls, any other halls. I'm not going to throw my friends away, even though I'm not a friend carrier, but I associate on professional level. And I cannot say because they are Muslims, I'm not going to instruct them. I have counsels that are Muslim, Asian backgrounds. Am I going to say because he's a Muslim, I'm not going to instruct him to do some delicate, dangerous work for me that I cannot travel to go and do in Birmingham? So please, let me educate us and encourage us to stop doing that and move away from that style and move into something better. I know a lot of allergies and allergies at CAC are automatic on Monday morning. Yeah, that is the case. That is the issue, you know. So I want to encourage us not to be thinking from that angle. It's not going to favor us. You know, it won't favor us. It won't help us. We need to move away from that. There is nothing for us to gain from that kind of situation. To be thinking that because we are Christian, we won't come to mosque to come and take seminars. No, we shouldn't be thinking from that angle. At that, it wasn't a mosque. We were in a hall, hired hall, independent from whether church or Muslim. A separate hall, independent entirely. Exactly. Religion has nothing to do when it comes to learning, but people still take it like that. And that's why we are having problem we're having in the society, in our society, even here in England and in Nigeria. Nigerians started having that kind of thinking now, but we need to be careful. That's not the right way to think. It's not the right way of thinking at all. We should love each other and forget about the issue of religion. We should be thinking from another angle entirely that can benefit us and our family. Thank you. So we're looking about the European nationals' rights in the United Kingdom. What are their rights? You know, EU nationals' rights, what will happen to them after Brexit? So if you are out there, we are going to be out of European Union membership in 2019, so we'll be taken away from the bloc. You will see that there are so many turmoil in terms of agreements to put in when we are out, who we can deal with, who we can trade with, what are the benefits we are going to derive from. You see, one thing that I want to enlighten our people that voted us to be out of Brexit, to be out of Europe. One thing you need to understand is that when you say you are not part of a system, you will be completely out of that system. You will then go back and go and have agreements with individual country one by one. Thank you, dear. Thank you. You know, we would then need to, what we would need to do in the end, the way we are going to be having individual agreements with each nation, each country. German agreement, Spanish agreement, French agreement, one by one. Because if you said that we have done referendum on the 29th of June last year, a year has gone now. Today's 1st of July. That we want to come out of Europe, and some of you out of ignorance again, that has voted us to leave Europe, is now seeking free movement. Those people must be daft, including the ministers that now expecting free movement. They must be daft in their thinking, because they have voted to leave. So you can't have free movement. The whole idea of Brexit is not to have that free movement, having people trooping in and out from European nations. That's the whole idea. Ignorance. That's the whole idea. Hatred, jealous, by biting anger. They don't enjoy people coming in and out, and that's why they Brexit. Now, you could Brexit, but please don't preach free movement, because it's part of the reason why you left Europe. So I get angry when I listen to the parliament debate and I see some novice MPs putting across and seeking free movement again. Abba, if you are going to be seeking free movement in the first instance, why do you go out of Europe? Why do you vote to leave? So the United Kingdom citizens in the UK like me, they should get prepared. If they ask us to take visa when we are going to Spain, so be it. If they ask us to take visa when we are coming to Germany, so be it. If they ask us to take visa when we are coming to ordinary France in like Bedova, so be it. We will go through the stress to go and queue and get the visa if that's what it needs. Because some of us that are naive, self-centered, selfishness, and fail to understand the policy have voted us out. So as a result of that, whatever comes on the table, we should just take it and stop wasting other people's time and other important things that we're supposed to deal with. You see, we have problems at hand in the United Kingdom. Firstly, we are leading. We have a leading government that is not majority. We are having parliament, which means that we don't have a leader, a political party leading us with majority. You can see recently that we have to pay £1 billion to Irish government, to Northern Ireland, not Irish government, to Northern Ireland, for them to join us, to agree with the Conservative Party to become majority when it comes to voting. So there is no country that doesn't do bribe. That's what we call indirect bribery. 1 billion is what we put at stake for those 5 MPs from Northern Ireland, 5 or 6 MPs from Northern Ireland, for them to agree to work with the government of the day, so that they can pretend as if they have a slender majority. It will be a slender majority, it's not a massive majority. So there is no country that doesn't do bribery. When it comes to bribery, that is indirect bribe, if you don't understand how it works. Because 1 billion to give to them, for them to agree to join that party, is a bribe. I don't know how you are looking at it. I don't know how you understand it, but it's a bribe. That is bribery. Now, if care is not taken, they will be holding Conservative political party in government to ransom. And as part of the ransom is what they have said in the last 1 or 2 days regarding abortion process in Northern Ireland. That is another day's story. I don't want to be discussing that here, because it could be very sensitive to others. So if they are bold enough to stand alone, why trying to bargain for free movement and business relationship from EU? Exactly. So we should forget to look for free movement. Whatever comes in is what we should take, in my opinion. Because I am not selfish. I didn't vote to leave. I'm not stupid. I'm not daft. I will never vote to leave Europe, because I know advantage of traveling in and out. Dusting passport and do Dover with my car. So many times I've do Dover, dust passport and do Dover and go through Dover to France. So many times I've traveled on train from France. I've gone to Belgium, Germany. You understand? So I am not daft. I will never vote to leave Europe. So wherever the European national president is, he should have it in mind that among about 60 million in Britain, Tokunbo Olagbaye did not vote to leave him. I'm not part of those who voted out. I will never. I am not daft. I know the advantage of being in EU. I'm not selfish. You see, where I get angry with European nationals is when they come to UK straight away and started claiming welfare benefits. They get me cross. Never, exactly, my dear. They want to eat their cake and have it. The British people are bomb. I didn't say that, you said it. Do you understand? Where they get me angry, I mean the European citizen coming to United Kingdom, is for them coming in and thinking that we have a tree that we planted at the back of Parliament building that brings out money for them to come and collect when they have not contributed to our kitty. I hate lazy people, and I dare not like them in my lifetime. Unless it's absolutely necessary for you to claim that money. Please don't put your hand forward to claim it, because I'm going to be angry with you if I find out. Yes. If you have worked tirelessly and you have gained something and you have put something back into the treasury box, of course you have every right to claim from it. Of course you have every right, because you have N9. It's your right, it's your entitlement. But not for somebody who's just coming in and just work for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months and now put stupid pay slip forward. Wanted to claim that from welfare benefit. It's one of the reasons why people are angry and say, listen, enough is enough. So please, for all those who want me to respond to their questions internally, privately, if you are coming from Europe and you are European national, you have your red passport, your first thing that you need to do, get it right now, the first thing you have to be thinking of, as soon as you have contact in England that you want to stay with, come in, get your N9, open bank account, establish yourself in the United Kingdom, and look for a job. You're not going to get that money. It has now changed in a way that you have to be here for 5 years before you can be entitled to what I will be entitled to as a UK citizen. So don't let us beat around the bush. Let's get the fact right. If they can get it right, let's get the fact right, all of us. Because it seems that we are getting facts wrong. And that is what is killing my head. It's really giving me a headache. We are getting facts wrong. We're not getting that fact right. I want us to get facts right. Exactly. So German government wants citizens to work at least 2 to 5 years before claiming benefit. Exactly. Somebody say if Nigeria was in the EU, they will claim for their 10 generations. And they shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be doing that. Somebody say a lot of Africans ready to work, but the government gives no room for that, but enslave us in Commonwealth. That's not the issue. You see, the issue, let's get this point right. I don't agree with slavery, and I will never agree with it. There is no any government of the day that can enslave anybody. It is the black people that are coming back to ask for that directly that want to enslave under you. If you have come from your country to come to take visa, that you want to come and visit, and you have overstayed, you have to put up for whatever comes from it. But what I want to talk about is those that are coming from Europe that have red passports and want to migrate to United Kingdom, but they are migrating because somebody told them that Toba Wale, you can get benefit on tax, you can get child tax, you can get child benefit, you can get this benefit, you can get that benefit. That's thief. That's daylight robbery. If you don't work enough, you cannot claim. If you don't work on that altar, if you don't work on the altar, you cannot get the benefit from the altar. Altar is pepe. It's not that plastic or plate that our grandmothers take in those days. Now, pepe means altar. Altar. Yes, I agree with you. I'm coming on that. So if you don't look after altar and work on the altar, you cannot reap from the benefit that comes to people who work on the altar.
So you need to work on altar to benefit from what is happening on the altar. But a lot of people don't want to work on altar, and they just want to come in and just benefit and think they can benefit. My argument today is that if you are coming from European nation, doesn't matter whichever one you are coming from, whether white or black, this thing I'm going to paste it in the place where everybody will sit apart from black people, so that they will understand. Even the European nationals, the white Europeans coming in from Slovakia, from Lithuania, from those poor European countries, they are coming to come and take money. So I'm not even talking about Nigeria. Nigeria is the least in my mind, because I know Nigeria is a workaholic. As soon as they get a job, they will leave the nonsense and concentrate. But let's talk to where the world's supposed to go. The white Europeans coming in from Lithuania, from Czechoslovakia or whatever, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Spain. Even the Spain German are so arrogant, so they want to work. They are different. But the poor one that joined, Bulgaria, Romania, that joined at the last minute in 2007, that are in the whatever block agreement, those are the ones that are so much eager. They're so much eager to claim the benefit in the United Kingdom. And this is why people are angry. This is why the white counterparts are very angry. The English are angry. Because a lot of people don't want to work. They have said to each other. In fact, they've done it in a way that those ones that come from a country that's close to European, go to a European country and get their red passport. And they come and claim European citizen in the United Kingdom. The system has never allowed it. It's just that the system is so plain and civil. The system never allowed anybody to steal. I've worked in the HM Revenue and Customs previously. There has never been a time that the system have an open door for anybody to steal. The system have criteria. It is everybody that will close their door when people are trooping in and coming too much to take things from you. Even individually, if you have allowance and you are generous to people, when people want to abuse that generosity, you need to start closing that door there. Because human beings are so rude and arrogant. When you are very nice to them and you are lenient to them, they take advantage of your generosity. They think you are fraud, you are idiot, you are this. So the same thing that they did to the welfare benefit in the United Kingdom. I'm coming on that. When you are too generous or system is too generous, people take advantage. Welfare benefit was introduced, like I said before. It was introduced in the United Kingdom as a result of those who are coming from war that are wounded, that cannot work. In 1947, that is why we have welfare rights, welfare benefits law. So the welfare rights system was introduced to assist those who have laid their lives for us, those who have fought relentlessly for this country to stand where it is today in the United Kingdom. That is what the reason why this welfare benefit was introduced. Welfare benefit was not introduced for people to come in and come and collect, that think that it was a free movement. It's a chance. It's an hot cake that they have to go and slice from it. Slice. It's not a system you have to go and slice from it. It's a system to assist disabled people, those who are less fortunate, who are not privileged to work like you and I. That's what the system is for. That is why I will get angry with the social security system if those who are disabled are not treated properly, who cannot go out to work. If they are being caught, if their benefit is caught, I'm not going to be happy, because it means the system is blind and it needs to be opened. So that's just that. Let me read one comment here from a very good person of mine. My sister, no, I know few people from Nigeria and they earn very good money, but they're still going on claiming housing benefit, council, and child benefit. Now let's get it clear. Child benefit is an automatic entitlement to citizen. The citizens that are born in this country are entitled to child benefit. I didn't ask my mother whether they have introduced it at my time when I was born. But child benefit is long dated back. So my mother must have collected on my behalf. My parents must have collected. Because I have child benefit for all my children. And if I'm not mistakenly, I think they are still paying my youngest child. Because he's still 16 years old. And it's not in full-time education. I think they are still paying him. So child benefit is not a means tested. Child benefit is an entitlement for children that are born in the UK. But the system have now changed. For you to claim child benefit, one parent must have status and have rights to public funds. So if you are on no recourse to public funds and you claim child benefit, you will be whacked when you are going for renewal. In fact, they will not even let you claim it because they are going to cross-check and check other things before they will allow you. So they're not going to allow you to claim child benefit anyway automatically. If one of the parents doesn't have red passport, you're not going to be able to claim it. The person who holds red passport can claim it now, but in our time it was automatic when we were born, I think, because child benefit is long dated back. It's part of the welfare system, welfare benefit system, even including Prince Harry and Prince William. Their mother collected for them. I am 100% certain, and I'm sure, and I stand corrected, because she said it before she died in 1997. She said it around 95 or 96 that she's got child benefit for her children. Child benefit is automatic. It's not tested on wealth, on status, or it's not tested on wealth, but it's now tested on status now. But it's not about wealth. It's about an entitlement for that child that was born in the UK as a citizen. Because of course, one parent has passport, British passport, that child will definitely be a British citizen. So they don't mind you claiming it for your child. So it's not tested on your wealth. It's not about income. They're not testing your income on child benefit. But you are tested on status now. Before it was automatic, status are not tested on it, but now status is tested. They will test it whether you have right to be in the country, whether you have right to claim it. So whoever is applying for that child must be able to show their passport to show right to remain in the UK and no recourse to, and show an entitlement to public funds. So if you have no recourse to public funds, you will not be able to claim it. So that is that. Let me now move smoothly again into what will happen to you if you have a European passport after we are out of the bloc. The Prime Minister has now made it clear and clear that if you are a European Union citizen and you are in the UK, if you have lived in the UK continuously for 5 years, please apply for your permanent residence. Even me, I'm going to open my office for that, and I'm going to do incentive on applications. But I will announce the time I will open the door to do incentives on applications. All of you that are in the UK continuously for 5 years and you think you are not going to be affected, if you don't let us apply for you now and get your permanent residence, we will chuck you out. You will be claiming a visa. You'll be applying for visa to come to us in the United Kingdom. So don't be arrogant. The statistics as of today is telling me, according to the current Home Office Minister, Home Office Secretary of State, and Amber Road, you know, a lot of people are now receiving rejection. A lot of European nationals are receiving rejection on their application for permanent residence in the UK. They are now receiving that rejection since we have voted to leave the European Union. A lot of people are now receiving, a lot of European nationals are now receiving rejection since we have voted to leave EU. And some of them, about 12,800 or even much more than that, about 5,500 have been declared on the application invalid. So there are some applications that have been sent back according to statistics now from the Amber Road, you know, from not really from Amber Road, but from the Liberal Democratic statistics, that about 5,500 applications have been rejected as invalid. 5,500 applications at least have been rejected as invalid. The good news about the Irish citizen is that there is a common travel agreement. So you are protected. If you are Irish national and you have Irish passport, you are free to come to United Kingdom as much as you like. There is no need for you to apply for permanent residence because we have what we call common travel area agreement. So you have it with Britain from the day one that you want to come out from us. We have made that clear. So there is what we call common travel agreement. So Irish citizens do not have problem. You don't have problem. There is no need for you to go and get your passport stuck in to apply for permanent residence. There is no need for that. We have what we call common travel agreement. I am 199% certain that you are okay, and I stand corrected. So don't bother yourself. Don't overload yourself with headache of application or looking for lawyer advice, and then you get your application gets stuck into the block because there is delay inside at the moment. But if you are not an Irish citizen national, you need to seek for legal advice immediately. You have to live in the UK continuously for 5 years and apply for permanent residence. Then you'll be entitled to what we are entitled to as a UK citizen. If you are living in the UK and you have not spent up to 5 years, you will be on temporary permission. And then when you have your 5 years, then you apply for permanent residence. Irish citizens are not affected. You are not affected, so don't give yourself a headache. Irish national can come to United Kingdom as much as they like. If they like, they have their money, they can be traveling in every day. That's their headache. They can even come and work in London and go back to Ireland in the evening. That's their problem. They are the ones that have the money that they are wasting. But the crucial thing is that they are not under any pressure to make application. But they are protected. Irish citizen, you are protected. The citizens are protected, the Irish one. So there is no problem at all. Let's look at other comments. You know, at Manchester last week, people asked me about about Commonwealth rights. Commonwealth does not have any rights more. Allah kia. Gaskiani. Commonwealth does not have any rights in the UK anymore. When you come to United Kingdom as a Commonwealth citizen, you have to carry your passport. Apply for a visa that allows you to come in. Apart from those that are exempted, those small British islands that are still exempt from taking visa when they are coming to United Kingdom. But as far as it is concerned and clearly clear to me, there is nothing called Commonwealth citizen. So don't let anybody 419 you. Don't let anybody push you to an edge whereby you are going to be exposed to the authority when you are not ready. In the past few years, I've been told, and people are still telling me that they are applying, somebody is telling them to apply for a card called Commonwealth citizen, and that will allow them to travel. If you make stupid mistake and you apply for any silly card and you travel out of United Kingdom, that will be the end of your journey. You are not coming back. Allah. If you travel out of UK with what you call that silly Commonwealth card, you are not coming back to United Kingdom unless you have right to return. There is nothing called Commonwealth citizen. Let's get that right now. I think we need to get that right. Because if we can get that right, a lot of people is going to get it wrong. So I think our priority today, according to that question there, is us to go away and understand that there is nothing called Commonwealth rights. Commonwealth nations does not have any other rights apart from them to apply. They have ruined Commonwealth since 1982 or 83. And who ruined it? It was Mrs. Thatcher that destroyed Commonwealth. And I stand corrected. And I will say it anywhere at any time. Mrs. Thatcher destroyed Commonwealth. And Queen was not happy. Her Majesty was not pleased. But there is little she can do. as she's the ceremonial headed president. She had Commonwealth, but Commonwealth, Queen shed tears when it was destroyed by Mrs. Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher destroyed Commonwealth in the 80s, and that is when Nigerians were introduced to start taking visa. That was the end of Commonwealth nation. And many other countries were asked to be applying for visa before they come to UK. That since then, that has brought Commonwealth to an end. As if that would be the end of that story. As if that would put everything to an end. She then moved smoothly into the issue of applying to become a citizen, automatic citizenship by the soil. And make a mark and put condition that any child born after 31st of December 1982 will not automatically entitled to a citizenship anymore unless if one of the parents has a settled status. So long time ago, Commonwealth has been destroyed. There is nothing called Commonwealth any longer. Commonwealth has long been destroyed. So please, we should bear it in mind that we haven't got what we call Commonwealth anymore. I want to look at exactly. No, don't go into anything called Commonwealth card. There's nothing called Commonwealth card. It's fraud. It's 419. It's bullshit. Excuse my French. Don't go into it. There is no need for you to put yourself into that situation that you will not be able to come out of. It's going to expose you. It's going to mess you up. It's going to destroy your life. So I'm going to say to you categorically, there is nothing called Commonwealth Nations card. It's fake. It's fraud. It's 419. It's not real. So if you still have people going around and telling you to do Commonwealth card, it's not for real. It's not for real. It's not for real. It's not for real. So you have to live in the UK continuously for 5 years. They hear you working and married to a Nigeria, but living in the country for about 2 years plus. Now, let's get it right. The European Union national that are in the UK, and have been working for the past 2 years, you will have what we call a temporary arrangement to be in the UK. You will apply for that. So it could be a residence card. It could be a residence permit, but it's not indefinite. When you now clock your 5 years, you will now be able to apply for what we can guarantee you on as indefinite leave to remain. Yeah? You will now have what we can call indefinite leave to remain once Britain is out of the bloc. So any European Union that has been living in the UK continuously for 5 years will be entitled to. But for those who have been resident for less than 5 years, will be allowed to stay and then apply for settled status once they have clocked up the necessary 5 years. Their dependent family members, children or parents who joined those European Union in the UK before the Brexit bloc will also be able to apply once they have been in the country for 5 years. So if you are a family member of EU person, you'll be able to apply for permanent residence after you have completed your 5 years. But for those who want to come in when we are out of that block, you will not be able to benefit. But because you're a European national person that you want to rely on, will have been granted indefinite leave to remain, which means that the right to EU citizen have gone. So the person is a permanent citizen. And according to the statistics and what the Prime Minister said, on the 27th of June, EU person that has indefinite leave to remain will be treated like a British citizen. So they have to go through the immigration rules when they are bringing their family member into the country. You understand? They will go through the immigration rules when they are bringing their family members into the country. They are not going to be dealing with them as if they are dealing with European national that are exercising free movement. There's not going to be free movement anymore. Let's get this right. There's nothing called Commonwealth. So forget about provision for any Commonwealth that lives in the UK. There's nothing called Commonwealth. Don't worry. Yepa. The EU working and married to a Nigerian living in the country for about 2 years will continue to work and do so, and the EU the dependent person must continue to work so. You see, let me gist you. All the European national that are, no, all the non-European Union people that are depending on their family member, all those that are depending on their family member, non-Europeans like Nigeria, for example, depending on his or her sister that's from Europe. If you were granted 5 years residence card, you need to live in the same address as your sister or brother that has European passport. You need to have all address with him or her and not live outside. So if you live away, your address must still be codified under that address. Àṣírí ńlá mo sọ yẹn, tó bá ń gbé pẹ̀lú European member ẹ, tó bá gbé pẹ̀lú address ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wà pẹ̀lú ẹ. Tí o bá ṣe gbogbo address pẹ̀lú ẹ for 5 years, you will not be granted your permanent resident status, and you will not have right of appeal because it's a serious issue now. We are in court on so many matters relating to that. So you need to be aware of this educating line that I'm giving you, that I'm not just here to come and joke. I'm giving you tips on what is expected of you before you put in an application. So I want you to take note of all these things. But crucially, I want you to book appointment. Gbogbo yín tẹ́ ní di issue bẹ́ẹ̀ ten worry. Book appointment and come for consultation. Gbogbo aṣọ kọ́ là ń sá lóòrùn, àwọn àgbà ló bọ̀. Gbogbo aṣọ kọ́ là ń sá lóòrùn. I will not be able to address everything in the public glare, in the public arena. As a public person, I cannot discuss every matter in the public glare. So let's get that right. So the issue of European nationals when we are Brexit, we are out of Europe in 2019, is that 5 years continuous residence, you'll be entitled to have your indefinite leave to remain, and you'll be treated like a UK citizen, like a British citizen. At that time, as soon as we are out of the bloc, you will not be able to have that right to bring your family member from Nigeria under free movement of person. So let's get it right. You will not have that entitlement to bring your family member under free movement of person. So we need to understand that. But Yoruba ni gbogbo aṣọ kọ́ là ń sá lóòrùn. People with spouse visa continue to enjoy their spouse visa under British law, domestic law. So that shouldn't be a problem. But behave yourself. Either you with spouse visa or you that bring this person in under spouse visa. Behave yourself. There's so much allegation against you guys. I will come on board to discuss that separately, but I don't have time for that today because I need to go off now. But I want people to behave themselves. So what I want you to understand today, the delay at the Home Office is beyond my power. So all you have to do is to tell your lawyer to write to the Home Office for a reminder after 6 months. Yes, so you can ask your lawyer to write for a reminder. If you have done biometric and they've taken money in your account, then just write to them for an update. You know. A lucky one here. If you are being duped as much as 300 for the Commonwealth card, that's your luck. Share car with Tony. Are you not educated enough to know that there is nothing called Commonwealth anymore? Mrs. Thatcher has destroyed the word Commonwealth since 80s. So there is no any entitlement to Commonwealth citizens. There is no any extra immunity. There is no immunity for Commonwealth citizens. There is no, in fact, they are not even recognized anymore. It's just ceremonially headed now by the Elizabeth Her Majesty, which she even sent her last born to head it now. So it was Edward that is the president now. Edward blew head here. You can see that it's not really important anymore. It used to be something that Queen had really take passionate with. Queen really loves it. Queen was really passionate about Commonwealth before, but it has been long destroyed by Mrs. Thatcher. So it's not something that if anybody wants to boast of that I'm part of Commonwealth. What do you use it for? Do you use it to get money in the bank now? You can't even use Commonwealth to do anything, to travel anywhere. There's no common agreement or travel agreement. There's no any incentive other than trade, that they trade with the president, with the country, that they buy all, they sell to each other good or anything. But there's nothing to do with Commonwealth. You know, so if you are duped, good luck. Anyone who has been in the UK for 10 years, if it's lawful being in the UK, lawful means that you have continuous visa, not 10 years visa. 10 years visa will have run out after 180 days that you came in. So if you have been in the UK continuously for 10 years, lawfully, you'll be able to apply for indefinite leave to remain. You will be able to apply for your settlement status if you have been in continuously for 10 years. I don't think I have power to take calls anymore. I am tired. I don't think I have that headache to take calls. But please book appointment to come and see me in office. Book appointment on Monday. and come and see me. And if you want to book appointment now before I leave, in fact, it's still I can't take calls now, and I don't think my young lady will take calls anymore. So you can book appointment, come and see me. 0208 309 8808. 0208 309 8808. So if you have been in the UK for 10 years lawfully, you can apply for indefinite leave to remain. But if 10 years without leave, you have to wait for another 10 years to apply for your limited leave. You have to be in the United Kingdom 20 years without criminal records before you can apply for 2.5 years limited leave to remain. So there is no automatic right anymore. What about people with spouse visa from European citizen? Spouse visa is not spouse visa, it's a residence card. So you will continue to enjoy that right as long as you are still living with your family, with your husband or wife, and you have the same address, and you can show 5 years of residence cards together, residence together. Then you'll be able to apply for your permanent residence anytime, as soon as you clock your 5 years. So that's fine. EU citizens have to stay and work continuously for 5 years before you can entitle to blue card and full benefit except EU citizens. Thank you. Can Irish come into UK anytime to live? Yes, you can. Thanks. Olatunde, yes, Irish citizens are exempted. Yes. Any advantage if an EU apply for what is called blue card in the UK? Blue card will give you, there are 2 blue cards. One will say residence permit. The other one will say permanent residence. What the block is saying at the moment is that you need to apply for permanent residence now. So if you have stayed 5 years continuously, show evidence that you have been in the UK continuously and work continuously. If you are in the UK and you've not worked, you are not going to be entitled to. The whole idea is to exercise treaty right. So if you have not got any evidence to show you are entitled to exercise treaty right, you are not going to go through. Hello? Hello, yes, you are on a live chat now, so if you want to talk quickly. Hold on. Of course, you will go through the criminal records checks if you are going to be applying for your residence. Every application that goes through the Secretary of State, they will have to vet you on a criminal record. So if you have criminal record, you will be prevented from doing so. You will not succeed. Application will not succeed on a criminal matter. So if you don't have any criminal record, you are fine. Can you go on? Yeah, quickly, please, because I want to answer those who are online. You are married to a British person. You have a child to someone that you are not married to. But the person is an European citizen. That child wants to come and visit you in the United Kingdom. Yeah, of course you can do a letter to invite him in. You and the mother are not together. That's fine. This is your child. As long as he carries your surname on the passport, it's fine. It's up to you. You are the one that knows your story that you declare to the Home Office, not me. If you need further advice, I think you should come for consultation. In my mind, I'm giving a general advice that if there is nothing hidden, you can send a letter to your child to come and visit you in the UK from a European country. In fact, is your child not carrying a European passport? So Nigeria and England. You might be encountering. I think you should take consultation on that. How old is that child? 1 year old. A year old. Oh, the mother needs to come with the child. So you want to give invitation letter to the mother. You want to give invitation letter to the mother, Abi? What about the mom? What does the mom have? So she hasn't got European passport either. They're not going to give them visa now. British government will protect the rights of the British citizen that you are married to. So they're not going to get visa under your name. I agree with what you are saying. You try it and see what will come up. Because you are married to someone different entirely. So the mother that is going to apply for that child, she's an adult. So of course it will be assessed. Who is she to you? They're going to assess it. I do this every day. I won't say collector or no collector. Come and see me on consultation. Let me get some story from you. Before you go to the pay expose Zara, you see ìjọba. I think you should come. Because so that I pay a neat story there. So please. Phone on Monday and book appointment. Okay. All right, bye. I don't want to take phone calls. So I want to deal with people, answer questions here. When can one apply for British passport after permanent residence card? It is 1 year after. It depends on your situation before you were granted permanent residence. So you should take consultation, otherwise you will lose £1,282. You will lose that money if you don't take advice before you apply. So it depends on what situation you were in before you were given residence card. So you take it on from there. Please, ma, does that still apply if I move in now before 2019? I mean, if I move in this year. Yeah, it's okay. You can travel to UK now, anytime now. Before we are out of Europe in 2019. Once we are out in 2019, you will have to apply for visa to come in. That one, I'm sure. What of those that are EU family members that already have 5 years and already have children in the UK? If you already have 5 years granted, you will be treated under the same old rules until you get your permanent residence, as long as you meet all the requirements. Once you met the requirements, you will not encounter any headache. So that's fine. You can come, but not after 2019. Please, ma, I just want to move in this month. Will I still be treated the same if I continuously... I want to move in this month. Yes, we've answered that question. Of course, you can come in. But you have to be here continuously and work. Not just here like a NHOC. I want to be economically active for us and be working and pay taxes for 5 years continuously, and then you'll be granted your permanent residence if you can manage to come in now before we exit. After receiving indefinite leave to remain, how soon can one apply for a British passport or naturalization? You can only naturalize after when you have cleared that there is no records and you met all the requirements and good character. But please take advice, that person. Take advice, because you must have been one of those that have overstayed before you were granted first, before you were doing this, and so we can't sit and calculate and look at your good character. So take advice, at least consultation, even if you want to go and do it yourself. That's your luck. But please take advice so that you don't lose your money and you are not even going to be stopped for 10 years. So you need to take advice. Of course, you can still vote. You can still vote. Okay? You have to mention that you have right to remain in the UK now before you can have right to vote now. The card, they usually send form out now and say, are you a settled person? Do you have right to remain in the UK? So Commonwealth, there's nothing called Commonwealth anymore. I told you Commonwealth has been destroyed a long time ago. Please let him get consultations. Others are waiting. Please. I like that. Yes, my dear. Let him get consultation. Okay, my dear. Okay. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. The Lord will appreciate you. I always crack jokes to my fans here online that even if I don't pay my offering money on Sunday in church, what I do here online is more than offerings. But God is my strength. So I think I have answered all the questions that are pending. I want to leave now. I want to appreciate you, all that are online. I want to thank you. You are marvelous. You are fantastic. All those that have left me comments, I want to say that I think I must have answered all your questions. We say yepa, yepa. Want it banning if you have been slapped with 419 Commonwealth card, that's your luck now. So don't blame Tokunbo Olagbaye. I will not give you advice that is not within the law. I will not do anything that I know is not worth doing. To ma damage orúkọ èèyàn, to ma bàyàn lórúkọ jẹ́ tí ò ní fún yàn lóúnjẹ òjò èèyàn. I'm not going to be part of that nonsense. Have a nice day, my dear. You too. Have a nice day, dear. Let's see if we can have some good songs, David. Thanks to you two all in my classroom. We are in a classroom. Thanks to you all. I enjoy coming out to meet you because you are all educated. You are elite. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Thank you for your support at all times. Thank you. Thank you, dear. Underage. Thank you. Because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. God bless you. You are favored. Your name speaks for you. Thank you. You are favored. Not with British passports because of your friends, your family. But after Brexit, I think you should apply. It doesn't make any difference. So if you want to apply after Brexit, that's fine. I love you too, my dear. God bless you. Thank you. Ooh, we all our sorrows share. Jesus knows now everything. Take it to the Lord. All your problems, your wants, your needs. After you have discussed with lawyer, take the rest to your God and pray about it. Don't discuss with friends because you'll be let down with friends. Apply for child passport. Your husband should be able to apply that, not you. Unless that child is born by a European father or the child has lived there for 10 years. In his hands you will find that shield and rest. So don't discuss your secret with friends. They will let you down. Have everything and take it back to God and pray. After when you've taken legal advice or you have sought medical advice, the rest is to leave it to God to deal with. Of course, you can apply if you are EU, but you have to be here for 5 years to be entitled. It is well with every one of us. Thank you. I want to appreciate you all. I want to love you. I'm continuously loving you anyway, but I want to continue to say you are more important because this forum is so dear to my heart. You know. Thank you. I got that in the hard way, ma. Thank you very much, ma. Which one? What did you get in the hard way? God bless you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. I can face tomorrow because he lives. Because he lives. Tomorrow is guaranteed and certain for you. Be careful what you do and who you do it with. Be careful with your discussion with friends of the planet. They can let you down. But God will never leave you or never forsake you. Don't get away from that. So don't discuss your privacy, your secret matter to any friends of this planet. You can be let down. Even with immigration status, you have to be careful who you discuss with. God got your back. It is well with you all. It is well with you all. I have to go now. Thank you. If you have any private message you want me to have a look at, you can inbox me. I'll be back in the evening to read all messages. You have message you want me to look at, you can look at it. I'll be back. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Amen. 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 Hello, my dear. Hello. Thank you. I know. God's go and cook for the family. Thank you. I'm going as well now. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bless you too. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. I have to go now. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you so much. You are highly, highly favored, highly recognized. Thank you. Thank you so much.